Hello and welcome to Saturday. I'm going to start that again. Welcome to Sunday Night Race Club. I'm your host, Andrew Gatton, and today I'm joined by my wonderful best friend, Matty Valander. How are you doing, Matty?
Oh, that was probably the best introduction you've ever given me. I'm absolutely fantastic. How are you, buddy?
I'm doing amazing, mate. I'm doing amazing. We're just waiting for everybody to get out on track and ready to race today. We've not got a large grid because everybody is enjoying their Sunday watching the Indy 500 like I was. But we are still racing as one, and we're going to be live in a couple of minutes. But please, just bear with us for a few minutes while I just do a little bit of admin work for the stream and get everything running as smoothly as possible. So, Matty, how's your few weeks off been? Because you haven't been here with me, and I felt very lonely.
I've missed it. I have missed it. I miss the excitement of the race. I miss talking to you as well, you know, but I don't want your ego to get any bigger than what it actually is.
Thanks, Matty.
But no, I've certainly missed it, although you've kept me updated, and from what I've heard, there's been some fantastic races, so we can certainly hope that carries on tonight.
Definitely, there's been some really good battles at the top, especially last time out in Vietnam, and it's just been a fantastic kind of racing all round, so yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun to watch. So if you guys just give me a few seconds, I'm going to have everything sorted out. Where are we at? You might be able to hear the faint driving in the background of a few of the drivers getting out on track just now. I'm just going to adjust the stream info because it says Wednesday Night Race Club. We ain't Wednesday Night Race Club. We are Sunday Night Race Club, round 5 at... Somebody can't spell Zaandvoort properly, so I'm just going to I'm going to just take what we have and then run in. So there we go. That should be it. Please bear with us. We're going to run a quick ad break while I get everything sorted out. And after that, we should be ready to go. Enjoy. It looks like we're actually not running the ad properly, which is fair enough. We can take that later on, maybe in between the race. But right now, we are going to flick to the screen with all the racing, and hopefully it syncs up. Perfect. As we said, there's only 12 drivers tonight round Zaandvoort. It would have been a lot of fun to drive round. Oh, we do have it is playing the ads. That is fine.
As we've got Smithy just coming through the third, well, he's just entering the third sector now, so it'd be interesting to see what time he's going to set for the benchmark. He is the first driver to set a flying lap in that Williams, and we know he's a very, very quick driver. A 108.8, Andre.
That's a very solid benchmark time.
Very quickly, we're going to have the Ferrari coming across a 109.2.
That's very good. That's a very solid lap time from both TTM Rally and Smithy. Last time out, when we were racing, TTM Rally and Smithy were very close together at Russia. And to be honest with you, if it wasn't for a few of the incidents that happened, TTM Rally would have had a little bit of a better run at things. From next week onwards, we are going to have post-race interviews with the drivers. I've finished off the screen, and I'll give everybody warnings so that next week the drivers are ready for interviews as such. So we should be ready to go. We are back live properly again, watching the racing. A few drivers have hopped across the line, a lot of them in the 109s. Lord NL currently in a 112.8.
Fantastic lap from Grimmy there. He was actually quickest over the first sector, but he lost the back end during the second sector, surprisingly, which I think potentially cost him P2 when you look at how close he was to P2.
Definitely. Parker still got to set his lap time. Parker done really well at Russia last time out as well. He was really surprised with his performance on the track. He got a podium out of it as well, so yeah, some good racing.
Interestingly, Parker choosing to go out on the mediums.
Strategy call.
First laps.
He knows that he's probably going to qualify into the top 10 here. So his idea will be...
We've lost a driver.
Have we? Oh, we have.
We've lost P9 Alex here. I don't think he'd set a lap. Surprisingly, but yes, you are right. That lap from Parker was enough for P6 on the mediums with a 110.
Yes, so I think really from him, he is going to be on that run. He knows that if he maybe goes a little bit faster, you know, he'll be in that top 10, so those mediums will be handy to have. I'm just going to fade out
AMG Reckless looks like he's going to start his flying lap in that Mercedes. We know AMG Reckless is a very, very quick driver, Andrew, so it'd be interesting to see how high he can put himself up the order.
Definitely. We know, obviously, last time out as well, with his podium again in Russia, that he knows how to drive that AMG, like his name, very well. He knows how to get the most out of it. So we're just going to watch. His EXO's posted a 109.8, which is very interesting. He's been really struggling to get performance this season out of his car, so I wonder if this is the time for him to shine.
Well, I'm currently on board with AMG Reckless, and he's just absolutely flown through the first sector. He's set the fastest first sector overall, and he has kept it clean and tidy. Fantastic start from him.
Yeah, he's really flying through into Sector 3 right now. We're going to hop on board with him, watch from the T-Cam as he comes round the final corner now. Such an amazing, mesmerizing corner. As the car just folds round it, you don't have to do much to it at all. And there he goes, a 109.215. That's a very solid benchmark time. Last week I raced with Grimmy 9702 in an open lobby situation where we just done a little bit of Zaandvoort. And oh my god, is that guy fast. The one thing that I absolutely loved, hold on a second, I forgot to turn do not disturb mode on, so I'm getting notifications. I love this. I'm so loving my life right now. Yeah.
And if you remember, Andrew, we were both in that lobby.
We were, yes.
Trying Zaandvoort with Grimmy.
We were, and you had a lot of fun as they turned the traction control off just for you.
I just like to say, I think there's a reason why I still haven't been invited to race, and I think they realised that reason when I retired on the home straight. Well, I'm not even starting the race because I couldn't keep the car in a straight line.
You couldn't get it off the grid, let's face it.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong, buddy.
But the one thing that I loved about racing, again, like with you and Grimmy, is just feeling the car out, you know, all the time, and knowing that you're actually racing with some of the best drivers you're going to find on the game, and it really does push you world. 108.689. He's put himself on pole, provisional pole, 10 minutes to go a quali.
An absolutely incredible lap from him there. I was starting to think that Smithy time was going to be very difficult for anybody to match.
I think as the track rubber's in, with the soft tyre rubber being thrown down on the track, it's only going to get warmer on the track as well. And he's just went faster in Sector 2 as well. He's just went fastest Sector 2 for Bird, 87, sorry, as we're watching him. And he's going to be looking at a good time here. The German driver coming round the last corner now, just the big straight down towards the finish line. What time does he put? He goes P5, no, 109.474. So he was fastest through Sector 2 there. That's interesting. It's very interesting.
It's certainly a driver to keep an eye on.
So, yes, anybody in the chat, I want to know how your week has gone. I want to make sure that everybody is keeping safe and enjoying the warmer weather that is coming to us, especially in the UK. Lord Rico's just coming out the pits now. You know, make sure that if you're going near the water that you just try and keep away from the edge. Don't jump in unless you know the actual depth, and just make sure that you know that the water is probably still very cold. Cold water shock is no joke. I work as a lifeguard, so just please just stay safe. stay safe. Comes as a story, sorry, of a couple of guys that jumped in the North Sea recently, and one died of cold water shock, so I'm just making sure that everybody keeps safe in the world, because I'm doing my duty as my avid citizen to be as best as I can be for you guys. As right now, it still looks like TTM Rally still can't be taken off of pole. Smithy is going to go out on track. We're going to watch him and see what he can do. He's on his outlap. Here we go. He's starting his lap. We'll stay on board with him. I'll take you through this lap right now. As he comes around the first corner, he hugs the apex, comes a little bit out onto the curb. Doesn't try and hit them with too much force as he takes that one quite aggressively. Nice gear down again into that hairpin at the top. He brings the car over the crest up the hill now. Here he goes. Down, just one gear. That's all he needs, one gear. Doesn't need to really hit the brakes. Touches the brakes again there, but that's him fastest through sector 1. Really nicely hugging the apex through there. Comes wide, brings the car into the next kind of hairpin section. Really nicely accelerated out of the corner. No wheel spin whatsoever. He hits the brakes now, coming into the S section, into sector 3. He's fastest through sector 2, so this is going to be a very solid time from Smithy. Are we going to see a 107? Are we going to see it? He comes round the final complex into the final corner, and he's going to keep the car pinned. He's going to keep it pinned right into the wall, and he just misses out. A 108.735. He has only taken 1/10 of a second out of his time there. TTM Rally still on provisional pole.
I think that shows how good that lap was there from TTM. Fantastic lap from him, but Smithy closing the gap down. Potentially, Andrew, giving TTM something to think about.
That could be the way we see it right now, as AMG Reckless is on a flyer, I think. I'll just jump on board and see. I think he is on a flyer. Again, no wheel spin out of there. He takes on... Oh, he's not on a flyer. He's not opening DRS, so he's going to come into the pit lane. 109.1 from him. I know that he might be able to pull out something better. Jay Morley is in chat. All good, mate. Hope you're doing well and staying safe too. I'm doing fantastic, buddy. Thank you for the reply. And, you know, it's always nice to see everybody in the chat and supporting these drivers as well today.
Just as you were watching that lap from Smithy, Lord has been able to set a 19.9, but I think he's going for the 2 flyer strategy as he's put enough fuel in the car for sure.
That could be something that might not play into the hands of him. United Aura there in the second Williams car, running onto the grass there on the inside of the final corner as he's coming into the pit. GJ Dizzle is on a flyer right now, so we'll see what he can do. We know that he's a very fast guy, normally in the top of the mid-pack. He's going fastest through Sector 2. He has put a fastest time through Sector 2 in his Mercedes. Let's see how he manages to pull off through into Sector 3. It seems very slow going through there. Jay Morley says, I would have been managing the emerging lead tonight and racing, but my Xbox won't turn on. That is very unlucky. Maybe check power cable. I know I've had a few people in my friends list have a few issues with sometimes the power bank dying. Grimmy is now on for a flying lap. He's coming through Sector 3. I haven't seen anything really from him just now. He's not going to be too happy with P3, especially the practice that he's thrown in this week. Let's see how he manages to pull this off. He's going to come into the pits. He knows he can't go faster, so he might see if he can throw a fresh set of rubber on and get out onto the track again.
Another driver that's going to be going for a flying lap very soon is Parker. We know Parker has got a lot more pace than what he's shown at the moment in that Red Bull. Currently down in P7 with a 1.9.4, so it'd be interesting to see if he can improve on his time and get himself a little bit further up the order.
Definitely, as we're on board with TTM Rally, our current pole sitter. He's got under 4 minutes to go until he will be declared a pole sitter. Oh, and he's went wide. He's really messed that lap up. He's had a little bit of a slide coming down the hill there, so he's going to just have to settle the car down, put it into lean mix, and bring the car home. Lord Ricaz still hasn't set a time. He's going to start from the back. But I think we're going to see United Aura. He's going to come back out on track right now. Lord NL is coming out again. Still no sign of Rikaz, though. Rikaz got the new Xbox Series X the other day, and he shared a funny photo of him with it in the car. He decided he was going to put it in the car and put a seatbelt on it. I'd be very interested to know if he put a seatbelt on himself, actually. That would be quite funny. But we're on board now with Parker as he's coming through Sector 2, just holding onto the car there. He's not really pushing it through there. Let's see how fast, if he manages to match the fastest time through Sector 2. No, he doesn't. But he's just off the pace, not by much. Let's see if he brings the car nicely through these sectors. He's actually really not using any curb at the moment. He's trying not to, which is very interesting. I wonder if he's just a little bit unsettled with the car at the moment.
Could be feeding. He's got it to P5, Parker there. I think he's definitely got a little bit more pace that he could show, though, Andrew. Maybe it could be a confidence thing. Maybe Zaandvoort isn't a track that he feels 100% comfortable with.
It could be. I think one thing I learned about us driving around Zaandvoort the other day was that you can't be scared of it, otherwise it'll take you victim. I had to just make sure that I just breathed. I took a breath into every corner, and I just took every corner like I would any other kind of racetrack, and yeah, you get some results out of it, you really do. United Aura right now, he's the next one on our list to just jump in with and see if he manages to push the car out of a 109 situation. Touches a little bit of the grass there on the outside, but he's bringing the car in a bit of understeer. It's a bit snappy at the moment, but he's going to bring the car now through Sector 2. Let's see what he manages. Lock up on the right front. Let's see what he does as he brings the car nice apexing into that corner. Does he manage to bring it into the DRS zone carefully? He does. He opens the DRS flap, brings it down this little back straight area. A lock up again. He's really not trying to think about tyre work. I think he's just trying to be as aggressive as possible. And he just invals at last. At the last minute there. That's very unlucky from him. But what about Lord NL, who's just behind? Let's see if he can pull out a good time.
Interestingly, whilst you were watching that lap, GJ Dizzle moved up to 7, but again, he went even quicker in that second sector, Andrew. He again set a purple second sector even quicker than what he did before.
That's very interesting, as I'm just going to say Lord NL is up to P7 on the grid at the moment with that 109.3. There's very much a close, tight grid tonight. And we are 108.689, fastest time at the moment. There is going to be one last lap ditch attempt from Smithy. We're going to stay on board with him for this lap he's doing. As he comes through the end of Sector 1 now, just holding onto the car nicely. Matty, stay on. Do you want to just jump on board right now with TTM Rally, who's actually just up ahead? But that is Smithy. He's went fastest through Sector 1 again. So he's got more and more time to give from this Williams.
As Riley's just crossing over, he's not been able to match his Sector 2 time. He's about half a second off.
And just as you say that, sorry Matty, Smithy's just broken the record in number 2 in Sector Numero 2 for that part of the track. Is he going to come round the final sector now? It's just a race to the finish. Can Smithy take TTM Rally off of pole position for the start of Zaandvoort? No, he doesn't. It's really close. They're on the same time. 108.689. And that is it.
Wow.
TTM Rally is on pole for the first time in the Champions League. Well done to him from everybody in the comms box. I'm sure, you know, that was a well-deserved time. And Smithy there, unlucky. I was so unlucky on getting that. All he needed was 1/1000th of a second to pip him off of pole. But there it is. TTM Rally is our pole sitter for the Zaandvoort Grand Prix.
That was absolutely incredible.
That was. It was just fantastic. We are just going to quickly run a ad break as we change over into the next part of the race, and we're going to have everything live for you guys. As you can see there's your pole times and everything going on the sheet. TTM Rally, Smithy, then Grimmy, Bird 87, a good start from him. He's had a few shaky ones recently. Reckless, Parker, Exo, NL, GJ Dizzle, United Aura, Alex, and Rikaz. That is your top times for today out of the 12 drivers. We are now just going to quickly run that 1 minute ad break and we'll be back with you in no time. We're just chilling out, aren't we, Matty?
It's raining. It's raining.
Oh, it's wet race time!
I don't know if you noticed, Bird jumped up to P4.
Did he?
Yeah, he's quality
I did
P4.
see that, yeah, I said that. I think during the thing. But that's very interesting because he's had really, really shocking qualities recently, hasn't he? So.
Well, I don't know. Can they hear what we're saying right now?
Yeah, of course they can. But not during the ad. But doesn't really bother us as we're just waiting now for Bird 87 to ready. Oh, we're just waiting for everybody to ready up on the grid. It is a wet race. It's going to be very interesting to see how the drivers perform. Now, Matty, this is where I'm going to tell you now. How comfortable do you think that TTM Rally is at the pole position?
Oh, I think he's going to be very, very uncomfortable because he knows the pace behind him to be on the exact same time. He knows that the one smallest error or the one smallest mistake could leave the door open. So I think he's going to be sat there potentially a little bit less comfortable than what he was at the beginning of qualifying.
I think you might be right there. He's going to have, some really fast drivers right behind him. We know AMG Reckless is very good in the rain. And I also know for a fact that because we had a wet race in Vietnam, that Smithy and Grimmy know how to drive the car in the wet. So I think it's going to be all down to Raleigh to not make mistakes into the first corner and just keep control of that car as much as possible. I know for a fact when I raced in SFR last night for the first ever time in my league racing career, I raced in Formula 1 and I finished in the points, by the way. So you can give me a round of applause.
Congratulations.
And yeah, it started off wet and went dry. And I just found it so easy to kind of just know the car so much better in the wet. I just felt the car so much more, and I just started making up position after position. I went from starting in P10 to being up in P6, and then I got punted off by a driver that I have reported because that was yeah, he just plowed through me, didn't care. I think, Matty, I showed you the incident and it wasn't the nicest, so
No, it certainly was. I think the word you used to describe it was a Matty-esque incident.
yeah, it was very much what you would do if you couldn't be arsed sitting behind me for a long period of time. But he decided it was round Austria, and he just decided at the top back end straight, the second DRS zone, that I made a little bit of a correction to the car, and I wasn't going to change my position. I had racing line, and he just plowed right into the right hand side of me and just took me out, and I had no front wing, so I had to pit. So that put me out of contention. And then a few laps later, he crashed out. That was his own fault. And yeah, karma.
You're not salty at all.
Doesn't bother me, but I'd rather get second win, so.
Oh.
I love the comment that Bird87 has put in the chat. It's like, champions com. Whoever is ready, in case you can't see it yet. And I'm like, yes. Yes, it
well,
is
it's
very
interesting. It's interesting you say that. Actually, I was watching a race, a streamer that was racing in a party with quite a few of his friends not that long ago, and on his screen it was torrential rain when they were on the load on screen, but to one of his friends it was still sunny and dry.
That is very interesting. That is very interesting.
It certainly did, because I had to flick through both streams just to double check that they were actually in the same race.
It is very interesting. It is very interesting. Now, Matty, I know you probably... I want to announce this on the stream here for everybody to know, because I think everybody knows that stuff has been in the works with us for a while. But, we've maybe said this maybe a few times in streams, but Me and Matty, we are now kind of partnered together in what could be considered a commentary partnership. So me and him do commentary. Are going to start doing a lot more commentary on as many events as possible over the next coming months, especially with the release of F1 2021 coming out next month. We're going to try and stay with the game and have some fun. We're definitely staying with everybody here at the SNRC community. We just loved every little minute of it, and even Matty said it's such a chill kind of environment, isn't it, buddy?
It's just fantastic racing. I don't think I've been in a race or commentated on a race that I haven't enjoyed. It's just fantastic racing. It's a fantastic community to be a part of. It is just a great place to be, I think is the right phrase.
Definitely. So we'll be definitely looking forward to doing a lot more commentary, especially for the SNRC guys and Invictus over the next coming months. As we are, I think I'm going to announce the name to Matty as a provisional name, but I'm going to call it the Lag Commentary Community. There is a Discord. He hasn't been invited to it yet, by the way. I've just decided, because it was today, I was sitting watching the indie stuff, and I was fiddling around with some admin stuff on my phone, and I was like, finally, I'm just gonna name it something just now while we get going. Since we've got the logo and everything at the top left hand side corner for myself, I think it's good that we have a name to ourselves now. We are the Lag Boys, because who doesn't love lag? But yeah, so definitely, if you need us for anything in the future, and anybody who's watching, just make sure to give us a bell and we'll be there. As we're just waiting for a few of the drivers to get ready and back into their gaming seats, we should be ready to go by past. So just a minute's time, we should be lights out and ready to go on the grid. So again, just a quick rundown of last week's race in Russia. It was a very warm day in Russia. Tire wear wasn't necessarily the happiest around the Sochi Autodrome. But one thing that we did see is very good driving from the likes of SNRC Parker, who came from the mid-pack to pull the car into a position of where he did end up getting a podium. We also had some really nice driving there from both Smithy and Grimmy. Again, it's going to be a season-long battle with these guys. And we also saw TTM Rally with some really good racing as well. AMG Reckless struggled to get in with the times at the start, but he managed to gain momentum as time went on, and he started to pull up positions as well. If you would like to see any of that, it is live on the YouTube channel, and it should also be on the Twitch VODs. So if you haven't watched that race already, go make sure to click on that after you have watched our amazing racing. But right now, we're just waiting for everybody to be on the grid, and here we go. It is time for warm-up. The car is now ready to hop out onto the track. We're just going to make sure that we get all the details just for you. Put the tires on, your lap data, and everything. Actually, we're not going to put lap data on for just now. We're going to keep it off. We're going to try and keep the stream as kind of nice looking as possible for everybody here. TTM Rally right now, you know,
seems to be setting them off at a very fast pace for the formation lap, Andrew.
In all fairness, I think he knows that Sector 1 and Sector 2 is where he's going to gain a lot of kind of heat in his tires. So if he's pulling that car as fast as he can off the grid, I have an idea as to why he's doing it. He's just trying to gain as much heat in his tires as possible for the start of the race. He knows that as soon as he goes down at T1, he's going to have Smithy and Grimmy both on his tail, and I can imagine Bird will want to join in on that action as well.
He's certainly got a list of very, very fast drivers behind him going down into turn 1, because you can't write out either AMG Reckless or Parker. I think a clean getaway here in these conditions is going to be crucial and could change the whole race for any of the front pack drivers.
Definitely, I think you've got that spot on there, Matty. Speaking to just a few of the drivers, though, knowing that they are very strong around tracks like this, it's going to be interesting. Right now, it doesn't look like it is going to dry up, but lap 18, we're going to see probably the one-stop guys come in. between lap 12 and lap 14, we could potentially see our 2-stop guys jump into the pits as well. But I can imagine these guys aren't going to have too many issues as we are reforming the grid ready for this 36 laps around the Zaandvoort circuit here in the Netherlands. Obviously, I'm your host, Andrew Gatton, or Papa Goose, and I'm joined today by the lovely best friend of mine, Matty Valander, and we're going to be ready to calm the hell out of this race. Wet race time, let's go!
I've been looking forward to this all day.
We've got 5 red lights. Oh, we've got a drive-through. Both the 2 cars at the front have got drive-through penalties for jump starts. Now that is going to be eventful.
It's an absolute disaster for them.
That, to be honest with you, I don't know if that was a game issue or not. That could be reviewed after the race, because it did look like the game froze for a little bit there as they were driving. But TTM Rally obviously getting off the grid really well, and so did Smithy. Grimmy very tentative on the gears going up, but AMG Reckless up into P4 at the moment. Parker down in P5. So he has managed to jump Parker on the start, which could be quite interesting as we're getting the timing glitch sorted out right now. SNRC Parker right now, I think he's going to be a little bit tentative in the car again. He's going to just try and take care of his tyres as much as possible and see where he is at the end of the race, because that's what benefited last time out in the wonderful track of Sochi. And yeah, I mean, TTM Rally's already got a second lead, so it's going to be very difficult for Smithy to catch up unless he doesn't use ERS. But there we go.
I would just like to point out, Alex in the Haas down in P8 has got end plate damage on the front left, so I'm not sure what's happened there. We must have unfortunately missed that. I can't see any damage on the cars around him. Oh, has this been a massive accident? There has been an absolutely huge accident. Looked like Laudenell lost it on the straight, and United Aura was unable to avoid. Both drivers are out of the race and the virtual safety car's out. That was huge.
Unfortunately, we just missed it, but Grimmy's got a drive-through penalty as well for speeding under VSC. This is going to play into the hands right now of Reckless and Parker, because TTM Rally and Smithy, obviously under VSC right now, they are in a position where they are kind of just out in the midst of the pack. So Grimmy is going to have to serve a drive-through, and that could be very interesting for the end of the race. Obviously, oh, we've got a crash. We've had a crash. That is GJ Dizzle. He has just crashed coming out of the hill section. That is very unfortunate. The number 27 driver. It doesn't look like he's got any damage to the car, so he's just going to try and control the car as much as possible. He's just sliding it everywhere. Ooh. I think he's got very much a dry setup on the car, but Grimmy is going to be a little bit upset with having to go into the pits. That is going to give the lead to AMG Reckless. Parker going to be in second. And EXO, SNRC EXO, is going to be in third. This is the best start he's had in a very long time. Oh, he's crashed. Is him out. AMG Reckless is out of the race. What has happened? What has happened on these first 3 laps? Oh my god, AMG Reckless is out.
It's brought out the full course safety car. The full course safety car has been brought out. An absolute drama-filled first 3 laps, as we're now down to 9 runners.
Now is this giving the race off to Parker? Is Bird's pulled off
it's
the
definitely
side?
Put him in a very, very strong position, as we've got an AlphaTauri, Andrew, of Bird. I'm not sure what's going on with Bird. He's got
he's got very much damage to his right. His left wheel got puncture. His left front tire has a very flat cut tire on it, so he's just ending up having to take the car back. What has happened? What has happened? This is just being given pretty much back to TTM Rally, but Parker is going to be ahead at the start. Can he hold on under the pressure? There's 33 laps left of the race, and we've already lost about a fifth of our drivers. This is a very much an event-filled race. I think everybody's just hyped after watching a lot of the Indy race today. Obviously, one of the drivers having a really nasty crash. He's okay though. The right one, I think it was his right rear tire, wasn't bolted on properly as he was coming out of the pit lane at the Brickyard, and just at about 180 to 200 miles an hour, tire went flying off and he went into the barrier. Very unfortunate accident, especially when the car he's saying was so good that weekend as well. As the safety car is just waiting up for them at the end, at the mid part of sector
Bird
1.
has now got 2 punches. Bird has now got 2 punches on both front left and rear left tires, Andrew.
What
I
has
wonder
happened?
what's happened there.
I think he's really running quite a tire
Oof.
setup right now, where he's really. I think he's definitely got an aggressive tire setup on the car, to where it's just constantly a battle for him. I think he's got very much what could be considered low pressure tires, and hitting the curbs here and or the grass is going to pop them.
Fortunately for TTM Rally, and I believe it was Smithy that got the drive-through penalty at the beginning, that has now effectively been wiped out.
Pretty much, it's all went up in the. It's as much as, if you dare me say this, it's gone tits up, very much over the start of this race. As Bird's just having to trundle that car. He's just had a little slide, and he's having to bring the car all the way back to the pit lane. I feel really bad for him as he's.
Is this
so
what you
much time.
guys see when I'm racing on this game, Andrew?
To be honest, yes, and it's normally you that causes the carnage. But right now, this is just the most eventful race I've ever commentated on. I thought when I came to Sunday Night Race Club that it was very eventful, but this is something different. This is next level. You know, all the drivers are going to score points today, no matter where you finish. So Bird's maybe been saved by that, as he is in the pit lane right now. Oh my god, he's really slow in the pit lane trying to get that car. He's not gonna have a good one here. If he has really got that setup as an aggressive setup, he's gonna be in a bad position. Safety car's still out, so he does have a chance potentially to overtake the safety car and come back round again. But Parker right now currently running in first, Rally in second, Grimmy in third, Smithy down in fourth. We got Riquaz up in fifth at the moment. Exo has lost a few places, back down into sixth. Commentator's curse, I would swear down to that. But Alex is in seventh. GJ Dizzle, after having a little bit of an accident, down in eighth. And Bird, currently running a whole minute down from the back of the pack, is in ninth.
What an incredible start to the race.
We're not going to see
Really
anything like
was.
this, boys, ever again. This is very eventful stuff here from all of the Sunday Night Race Club guys. I swear they do it on purpose to us. I swear they do it on purpose.
I certainly do feel sorry though for AMG Reckless. I really do. He's in a fantastic position, and unfortunately I'm not sure what's caused the crash, but for all 3 drivers, they must be absolutely devastated.
From what I saw, he just got a bit of a tank slapper coming on the final corner, and he just couldn't save it. He snapped it, and it just went into the wall, which was very unfortunate.
It is really unfortunate for your race, especially when you're in such a good position.
SNRC Parker, though, he's in a very dangerous position right now for the restart, as he's got Raleigh on fresh rubber, Grimmy on fresh rubber, and Smithy on fresh rubber right behind him. But to be honest with you, I don't think they actually changed their tyres when they went into the pits, don't you think? And unless they've all pitted at some point.
So the top 5 drivers are all on 4-lap old inters.
That's crazy. That is crazy. So actually, on the restart, their EXO could be at the position to undercut these guys.
EXO certainly could. He just has to stick to the back of these guys. But we have Lord Ricaz in the pits. He's coming in to change his tyres, so he's potentially looking to try and get an undercut as well. But he's now going to have to make his way through the pack, Andrew, with Bird.
Now that could be quite entertaining to watch right now, as SNRC Parker, again, the safety car still hasn't done anything yet. He's not said anything. Mr. Burned Maylander hasn't said anything to the pit wall. I think there's still obviously debris on the track. It's quite wet, so I don't know what's gonna happen after this restart. Are we gonna see all the grid crash up and pile into each other, or are we gonna see some good racing? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to expect anymore.
This proves exactly the point we were speaking about, though. Just before the start of the race, we said a clean getaway and a clean first few laps to get settled, to get into the position you want to keep for the rest of the race is crucial. And this is just proof Parker had a clean getaway. He was able to keep himself out of incidents, and he's put himself now in a very, very good position if his tyres will, if he's able to open enough of the gap with those tyres.
This could be quite interesting. Safety car in this lap.
Is in this lap.
Oh
Here
no! I'm so excited. Let's see where this goes. Come on. I'm at the edge of my seat right now, guys. You may not see it because I don't have my camera on, but oh my god. Come on. Give me some racing. Let's go.
I cannot wait to see who is going to get the better start off the light. Parker's starting to back the pack up a little bit.
Oh, he's prepping these guys. I'm just waiting. I don't know when he's gonna go. Ooh. Is he gonna fire it off at the line, or is he gonna go now? Let's just see. Let's just see. He's sitting in second. He's going now. Look at that. Look at that. He's jumped them. He's jumped them on the start literally as it went going.
It's a fantastic start from him, but it's also a fantastic start for Grimmy. Who is he going to try and make a move?
Oh, he tried. He gave it a go. I think Raleigh had him on the brakes there, and he actually locked up his front right tire there. So did Raleigh. But that, oh my god, fantastic from Parker. But Raleigh's made a mistake. He's going to try and go around the outside. Ooh. He's not got enough room. He's not going to make the move. But Grimmy is right there. Is this going to be the run down into the S section? Is Grimmy going to have the run down the hill? Is he going to change this up? Raleigh
Everybody
right
looking at it has got away cleanly, and the pack is really bunched up at the moment. A lot of battles going on all over the place.
I just want to point out there,
needs to keep these guys behind.
Smithy had a bit of a front tank slapper on the cars. He was coming down the hill. You could see the two front wheels sliding as he had understeer. That may be down to his setup being very much for a dry race. But Parker still leading after one lap after the safety car. But Raleigh is right there. He's chasing him down. Is he going to use all that ERS deployment on him on the straight, or is Parker going to have a chance here? We're going to jump on board now on the T-Cam with Raleigh right now. Oh my god, Parker has a fantastic getaway coming out there. But look at the run. Look at the run TTM Raleigh is going to have. He's went fastest lap of the race. He's going to take him at the inside.
Oh, what a move.
And a lockup. He's locked up.
Parker's going down the inside.
Look at that! Oh my god, he's managed to make it sick as well. A big lockup going into T1, but he's made it work. He's now just got Parker to try and back up Grimmy for him, and then he's got this race pretty much run up to the pit stop. Let's see how this goes. We've got 5 viewers right now, guys. Welcome to probably the most eventful race that we've commentated on in SNRC history.
There's an incredible battle going on at the front, but there's also a very good battle going on for P5 as Exo, Alex, and GJ Dizzle are all battling for that position. GJ Dizzle is putting a lot of pressure on Alex, but Exo has to spend more time looking behind him than in front to Smithy, because he's gonna become under some pressure from Alex if he's not careful. But Alex is just, as I said that, the curse of the commentator, Alex has just lost the back end to release a little bit of pressure on Exo.
I'm just sitting here in complete awe. What has actually gone on these first few laps, Matty?
It's been incredible. It's been full of drama. We've seen everything this race can offer in the first few laps, as Grimmy's now looking to make a move on Parker.
Oh my god, what a move down the inside.
He's made it. Parker's going to try and look at the inside, is he? No, Grimmy defends it well, but if this is helping one person, Andrew, this is helping Smithy. Look at the gap now that Smithy has got to Parker. Parker is going to have to start looking behind him, as Smithy is surely now going to be licking his lips at this situation.
Oh my god, what racing we've had. We've only had 9 laps of this, and we've still got a good 20 odd of this to go. Let's go. I'm in for the long haul. Are you with me, Matty?
I am 100% with you. Incredible racing from every driver here to keep it clean, to keep it respectful. We've seen some fantastic moves already as well.
definitely is. Grimmy is now chasing down TTM Rally. Just as when Rally thought he was safe, he keeps on making mistakes. And Grimmy is right there. Grimmy is not giving him any slack.
He's certainly not. He's keeping the pressure on him. In these conditions, it is really difficult to keep control of these cars, especially as the race goes on and the tyres get worse and worse. So Grimmy's got to be patient. He's got to try and wait for that slight mistake before he can capitalise. If he tries to force it in these conditions, there's every reason it might go wrong.
Grimmy's gone fastest, a 1:21.625 as the track is still damp. He's going to have a move down the inside. Rally just cut him off there. That was very nicely done there. Rally really good on the accelerator as Grimmy looked to have another move. But oh my god, he's run wide again. Coming into the carousel section. Is he going to have a run down the straight here? No, he's not. This is fantastic. Grimmy's he's having to let off the gas a little bit because he knows he's going to just touch the back of Rally. He's really losing a lot of control of that car. He's really struggling right now. He's having to use all of the track. He's got a very much a low wing set. He's going to have a move down the inside. Is Grimmy going to make it stick? He's not. Oh my god.
Is he
He's going to do a switchback
again? He is.
Look at that run. He's got to run down into the back straight right now. Is he going to have that drag race? Look at that. Rally cuts him off again. Is he going to have a switchback again round the outside? It's a bit wet out there. He's not going to make it.
Fantastic defensive driving there from Rally. Grimmy still not letting him go. What a battle this is.
I'm choking on my vape right now. This is insane. Come on. Let's see this. Grimmy's going to have a run.
Both drivers have VRS open. Both drivers have very similar amounts of VRS as well. So this is just a straight shootout. As Smithy has jumped into the pits, Andrew.
Smithy's jumping the pits. I wonder if he is going to try and just see if he can get a fresh set of tyres on there. Look at that. Grimmy is just so much faster at the moment. I think he's just got a better setup that's more well-rounded. I have the setup that Grimmy uses, and I know for a fact it gave me a good second in the dry, so I don't know how this is playing out for him.
The one thing I would like to point out though, Grimmy's fuel light is on. So Grimmy is running a lighter car here, Riley's isn't. So that is something he's going to have to think about in the later stages of the race, of course.
Now that's quite interesting actually. If his fuel light is on, and it is, I think you might be correct. His fuel light is on. I wonder if he's maybe forgot to fuel up. I wonder if he's maybe running a completely low fuel setup here, just trying to know, because it's wet, he's not going to need a lot of like. And
interestingly, just behind them for P3, EXO has really closed the gap to Parker, who's lost the gap to the front two, which is bunching the pack up. So there's a train of cars from EXO to Alex all the way down the back.
Look at that overtake as EXO's going to try and make a move on Parker. It's not enough though. Parker being very tentative on that car again.
But really Alex looks like he's going to try and get past EXO, but he couldn't quite get round the outside. Fantastic defending there from EXO.
That is insane. Look at that. He's going to try and make a dive down the inside. Look at that.
Is he going to make it stick? No. There's no contact.
Oh, he's made a... Oh my god. Look at that.
DJ Dizzle has took advantage of the situation and has now got up to P5, and he sets off after EXO now.
Now let's just jump back to Smithy right now, who is just on some fresh rubber. I think he's made that two-stop. I think he's going to try and make a two-stop work with these tyres. I think that might be the best thing to go. But Grimmy, TTM Rally makes a mistake, goes really wide. Grimmy is trying to capitalize, trying to stay to the inside. Are we going to see all that ERS deployment right now? Grimmy has just not got enough on him. Look at that. They're both on about half ERS. They're both not even at the end of each other's wickets right now. Look at this.
I am wondering if Riley is just putting the car up into that third engine mode.
I did see a flick of the knob. He's got ERS open. Let's see how Grimmy is going to respond. Grimmy's got a lot more speed down the back straight right now. Oh my. He's just, look at that. He's going to try and send up on the inside. A little bit of contact. But they're bringing the car home. Look at that. That is just pure class driving from Rally. Smithy goes fastest, 1:21.3, so he's definitely trying to catch up right now as he's behind Bird. Bird having a fantastic start with those 2 punctures, and he's bringing the car back into contention. He's only 6 seconds behind Lord Ricaz right now, so from being a whole lap down, he's brought the car home to protect himself and his honor. I'm going to speak to him hopefully at the end of the race and just see what we can get from these drivers. If you want, I might be able to get if you want, at the end of the race, Matty, let's get a few of the drivers in to just talk about the weather for a couple of minutes and how that really affects the race, because as much as we were going to start the post-race interviews next week, I think we have to do something now. I certainly
think we do. Another driver that has to do something very, very soon is XO and Parker, because they are starting to back up. GJ Dizzle in that Mercedes, Alex, of course, as well in the Haas. This is a train of cars that at the moment they cannot overtake because they just end up in traffic.
Grimmy's all over the place. He's trying to make a move down the outside here. It's a drag race down to the first corner. Ooh. Grimmy has got the line. He's having to really brake quite late. Is Rally going to try and make it stick down the inside? But I think Grimmy's made it stick.
What a fantastic move there from Grimmy. He's finally got past. It has been coming. He has been putting Riley under a lot of pressure, but what can Riley do now from this situation?
I think he's just got to try and hold the car together. It's only a case of having that run, and I think that's Grimmy through. I think Riley is going to struggle for a little bit now as he's getting that older rubber. It's now going to be a case to who makes the undercut work for them. He's already 0.6 up. That has just been fantastic. I can't believe that has just happened. As Parker is under pressure right now from EXO. EXO's getting closer and closer. And GJ Dizzle is very close to him too. As you were talking about that midfield battle right now, it is heating up.
There is battles all over the track. Smithy is caught up to Bird as well down there in P8 and P9. He's closing that gap, so it won't be long till we see them two start battling. And Bird is also catching up to Lord Ricaz here as well. So they're going to be joining the fight very, very soon.
That's insane. Right, I thought swimming was really good for that, like, really high intense pace when I used to commentate on swimming events. And this
Riley's coming into the pits. Riley is coming into the pits to get the end.
Oh, we've had a crash! That's Alex, he's out! He's crashed right into the back wall.
And it's brought out a safety car. Is that perfect timing for the Scuderia Ferrari?
Oh my lord, there's the safety car coming out now, and Parker, he's gonna have to, is he gonna be able to just drive now? I wonder if not, he's gonna have to just drive round without the safety car there. He's just got to stay within the delta. Oh my god! That's us down to 8 runners. We've lost 4 cars already out of 12. Oh my god! We've lost a third.
TTM pitting that lap though, of course. He pitted as that accident happened.
And actually as well, when that happened as well, can we just say that Lord Ricaz was just quite a distance behind. So he got caught and he actually had to slow down for the wreckage, therefore causing that, you know, that chain reaction for Rally. He's now only in P5, so will he be able to run through into GJ Dizzle and get back up into contention to chase down for that podium position?
Second safety car of the race, 4 drivers down, showing exactly how hard these conditions are today and how hard they are having to fight to get these cars round.
Now, I reckon that the top 2 runners, Parker and Grimmy, might actually try a one stop, and they're going to try and pit within this next lap or so that they can get new fresh set of inters on. Obviously, we had a lot of stop-start running here, but I think either way, it doesn't make a difference. They're going to have a pit stop in hand in the safety car. They're going to lose a lot less time.
Grimmy is coming in.
Yeah, Grimmy is looking like he's tucking in the pit.
Parker
all of them are coming in.
As well. They will be double stacked. Unless they can... No, they won't be. They've timed it very, very well. And look who is up.
Oh, and he's cut up GJ Dizzle as well. So that's Parker. He's still in P4. Grimmy's only in P2. TTM Rally is back in front.
But have you seen who has got a slight undercut and is now up into P3?
Oh my god, it's EXO. Look at that. EXO has managed to make it. We talked about that. The undercut was going to work for him. All the cars on fresh rubber right now. Oh my lord.
This is going to be a straight shootout to the end of the race now. Raleigh gave away the position to Grimmy after their intense battle. He's been able to get it back.
20 laps of running to go.
And this is also surely got to be helping Grimmy conserve fuel. The longer this safety car is, the more fuel he can conserve for this race.
Definitely. I think I was lucky yesterday when the safety car came out for me. So that I actually got maybe 4 laps of full pace running pretty much to try and catch up with the safety car. So I actually gained out of that and got past our good friend Sempa, and he just couldn't hold on. He tried and he just kept losing time to me. So he shoved on some softs, got the fastest lap of the race, and still struggled. He just kept on getting time penalties, unfortunately. Sempa's a good friend of ours, and he just struggled. After that safety car in this lap.
Is in this lap. But what this has also done is given Bird and Smithy. Smithy is a very, very fast driver. We know that. He is on fresh rubber again. But now the pack is bunched up. It'd be interesting to see what he can do from P8, Andrew.
Definitely. He's at the back of the pack right now. But because it's all bunched up, let's see how the safety... Look at that! Grimmy has positioned the car perfectly. He's going to use all his ERS down the straight. TTM Rally pushing him to the outside. Good defense. But he's going to try and go down the inside. Look at the move. Is he going to hold it? And he doesn't. Rally just holds him off again. That is insane. That is insane. Fantastic start. With an incident, Lord Ricaz is down into P8.
Yes, from the seams of it, they were almost 3 wide there, and looked like Lord Ricaz had to duck out the way to avoid making contact. But Bird and Smithy are now up into P6, P7. They had a fantastic start.
Congratulations, guys, because this has just made the all-time of my favorite races. I am going to make sure that this gets recorded down, and I am taking this, and this is going to be used everywhere I go. This is fantastic racing, guys. Fantastic. Grimmy is going to have a chase down in the back straight right now. We know the straight's not long enough to really make too many moves, but this is awesome.
With everything else we've seen in this race, I wouldn't put it past them.
It's insane. TTM Rally has done so well with that pit stop.
He now has to take... Grimmy still has his fuel light on.
That's interesting. I wonder if it's maybe a glitch. But...
I'm now starting to think it might be.
Yeah, I mean, I was getting it as well, so it might be just a full game glitch. But even then, there he is, TTM Rally, fastest lap of the race by about 0.1 of a second on what Smithy set about a few laps ago, probably lap 9, I think it was. TTM Rally, though, pushing that car to the limits. He's trying to find it, but Grimmy knows that he's going to get past. He makes a mistake. He makes a mistake. Rally had a bit of a slide coming into the carousel. And there we go. Grimmy is right on the back of him again. He's ready to mop up any mess that Rally leaves behind.
The pace of Grimmy and Riley. Look at the gap they've already got to Exo down in P3. Exo is really going to have to battle with Parker, but Parker has got the Mercedes of GJ Dizzle, who today it just hasn't seemed to happen for him. He's been there or thereabouts, but he hasn't been able to get past the car in front of him.
Rally makes a mistake. He loses the car's back end, and Grimmy is up into P1. Look at that. That is fantastic. From TTM Rally's first pole position start in the Champions League, and there he is. Grimmy is just taking full advantage of him. He's just literally saying, "I'm sorry, lad. This is my race. Step aside, boy. I'm here." And Grimmy is already 0.6 up. Is Grimmy going to push that car in the next few laps? Are we going to see a mistake from Grimmy, which could cost him the race? That's a whole 3/10 faster than what Rally is running. So I think Grimmy could potentially be, you know, if he doesn't make mistakes, and he's very unlikely to make mistakes right now, he could be in position right now to make a big difference in these guys. As we've got a little bit of a lag spike right now on my end, I do apologize.
We currently have some fantastic racing going on from P4 downwards. GJ Dizzle is still struggling to get it past on P5, but he now has to start looking behind him as well, because Smithy is absolutely flying. He's caught up onto the back of that group, and if they're not careful in front, he could slowly start trying to pick them off one by one when they're battling.
That could be exactly what it is. I'm just going to quickly restart the stream to my PC quickly. Matty, keep us talking. See what we can view. I'm just restarting the remote play so that
I certainly will. As GJ Dizzle looks to make a move down on Parker, he thought better of it there going through sector 2. Parker seems to be going a lot slower than GJ Dizzle through there, as Smithy is now right on the back of them, getting ready to pounce at any mistake at all. Grimmy has absolutely flown away. I'm not sure if we've missed something here, because Riley, who was battling with Grimmy for the whole race, is now going to have to start looking behind him, as XO in the AlphaTauri is going to start putting him under some pressure very, very soon.
This has turned
XO
out
has just seemed
one of the best races.
just seemed to find some extra pace from somewhere.
I think there's a dry line definitely formed. It's only light rain now. I wonder if the rain will stop. That could be quite interesting, because if the rain stops,
that would be another curveball.
We could be in for a good race. What am I saying? Could be. We are in for a fantastic race. I do apologise about the little lag issues.
3-second lead out in front. He's 2.8 seconds. He has just ticked over to 3 seconds on my screen, so he is definitely not slowing up. But GJ Dizzle has now got past Parker. He's finally got past him, and straight away he sets off to try and chase down XO for that final podium position. So GJ Dizzle finally gets out of that midfield battle and can now start chasing down XO.
So we're back live properly in real time again, as GJ Dizzle, as we just caught the back end of his battle there, but we are watching as Grimmy's just going faster and faster.
Wow.
The track is obviously evolving in the right way for him. Speaking to Grimmy the other day, he definitely said he had good contention for this race and he wanted to practice as much as he could, so it was very good. I think he definitely did some more laps after we went off. I can definitely say that. He's found a setup that adjusts to him. And EXO right now, he's only about 0.09 away from Rally, as we're starting to get more lag issues again. We've broken it! We've broken the stream, Matty. The racing has broken it.
Mind blown for your monitor, for your PC, whatever's blown. It cannot handle the excitement here on track, as Parker is not giving up. Not giving up on GJ Dizzle. He's trying to push, but he just doesn't have the pace at the moment. Grimmy is now 3.6 seconds, verging upon 3.7 seconds. He is verging upon, he's now just ticked over to 4 seconds on Riley, and Riley's losing time to EXO again. I wonder if there's something wrong there, Andrew.
There could be.
I wonder if there's something that we have missed, because he is falling off the pace massively and is being sucked in to this midfield battle. As I'm looking at an aerial camera now, Riley has got EXO, and Dizzle both now very, very close behind him.
Definitely, as I'm watching right now on my second screen. Oh, we've had an accident! TTM Rally! He's got damage!
He's still in the race. He's not gonna... Oh!
I think he's lost his front wing.
He has.
Look at that! So lucky. He was right next to the pit lane. That's just throwing it all in the water for him. He's lost pretty much all of that right hand side of his wing. Oh my. As I'm just waiting for the stream to respond to me. The stream doesn't like
now
me today.
what that has done is released EXO and GJ Dizzle into the podium places.
I'm gonna have to keep on trying to restart the stream so we can get the best quality going.
So GJ Dizzle has made 6 positions since the start of the race, Andrew. EXO has made 5 positions from the start of the race.
What is going on? This is just amazing.
To get up onto the podium. Absolutely fantastic. Bird, that had the disastrous punches on the first lap, is now up to P6. So it's been a miracle race for him. Smithy and Parker are still going at it in the middle of the midfield here. Parker is being put under a lot of pressure from Smithy, and Bird's starting to join into the back of there. So if Parker's not careful, he's going to have to deal with 2 cars again behind him. And GJ Dizzle is now surely got to be sniffing out P2, as he seems to be sticking to the back of EXO, as Smithy is coming to the pits again, Andrew.
Now that could be interesting. I don't know if he's maybe got damage to his car, or if he's just trying to see if he can get a fresh set of tyres to the end of the race to try and like undercut these guys.
There was no damage, there was no front wing change or anything like that. I think it may just be trying to get on the fresh rubber.
It's still raining out there, so it's definitely not a good idea to be on the what can be considered dry tire, whatever. So I'm just gonna quickly throw up.
Riley's got a 5-second penalty from speeding in the pit lane, and then we've lost him.
And then there were 7.
We have unfortunately lost him, so we are down to the fantastic 7 here. I think the superb 7 they should be called. Fantastic racing here. Grimmy has now got a 7-second lead out in front as the track's getting drier and drier and drier. He is finding extra gears out of absolute nowhere and is flying. But GJ Dizzle is not letting EXO go. Now they're in the podium positions. He can really sense that second place. EXO is going to have to defend.
Grimmy's just fixed the stream, by the way. He's literally just fixed it. Because he's just went on 120.2. He's actually stopped it from buffering. I love that! Grimmy, I swear down, my guy. You need to tell me your secrets. You're now 7.5 seconds ahead in the rain. Your setup is just all-round beast. GJ Dizzle in 3rd place at the moment. EXO, he's trying to chase down Grimmy, but he has GJ Dizzle to contend with, who is right behind him right now. As we go through the carousel there, really tentative on the gas. Nobody could have expected this being wet except from the fact that it is Holland. And it rains quite a lot there, so... Are we having a fever dream? Are we in Amsterdam right now, my guy? What has happened? I swear.
Oh, I know we spoke about Lad's Holiday, but
this
I don't think
isn't
it
it.
can get as exciting as this.
You know what? Can we just... You know what? Every time we talk about a lad's holiday, let's play this for a 2-week period. And relive these moments. And I just think it's awesome. Everybody here is giving us fantastic racing. And it's going to be a really good way to go. And I think as well, I want to just say a big thank you to everybody that organises these racing at the Sunday Night Race Club. Obviously, Grimmy, Parker, Bird as well, Bird being the Champions League manager, and EXO as well, for all their fantastic work to make this run, and so Smithy as well, being league admin. All these guys make these events happen, and we wouldn't be here right now if it wasn't for these guys on our Sunday nights giving us the fantastic racing that we love. They loved us that much, they promoted us to Champions League, and we loved them that much that they did that, because it's given us some fantastic racing to commentate on. Grimmy 97.02, carrying this race on his shoulders pretty much right now. He's 8.2 seconds ahead of EXO. EXO's just not managing to find the time. Obviously, EXO's not as fast as Grimmy, so Grimmy's just pulling away. I think Grimmy's firmly got P1 in his hands for this moment. I think he's going to try and make it to the end on that rubber. Is Smithy going to try and recover the drive right now? He's only 3.6 seconds ahead behind Rikaz. Rikaz is a pretty difficult guy to catch and pass. But this could be a really good one.
Another driver that's proved very difficult to pass is EXO. We've seen a lot of people struggle to get past him today. And GJ Dizzle is starting to feel that, as he just cannot get close enough on the straights to make a move. We're going to see what it's like this time, as he's going to be very, very close to him going down the straight to see if he can make a move. He has to keep it clean. He's going to have to keep it clean, of course. But again, I don't think it's going to be quick. I don't think he's going to be close enough, Andrew.
It's great. It's great. I love this. This has been the best racing I've seen, and
As Bird is in the pits. Bird is in the pits. He is going for a fresh set of inters.
This is awesome.
Grimmy is still, of course, only done a 1 stop, along with Parker. EXO and GJ Dizzle have done 2 stops. Smithy, Bird, and Law Rikaz have all done 3.
This is just awesome racing. And I'm trying to catch up with all the conversation that's going on in the chat right now. I'm going to just read out a couple of things. Lord NL saying, mate, sorry, lost control of the car. Sorry for taking you out also. So that's very much... AMG Reckless goes, sack Bird. I love that. Bird lobbies are hacked. So Bird, no more running lobbies for you, my guy.
If we get races like this all the time, I'm anti that. Bird, you run the lobbies all you want.
I love that. Alex is saying he's very upset about that incident that happened, but AMG Reckless says, lol, I did the same, mate. Hate that corner in the wet. Everyone does. I think we've seen a lot of issues there. 4 DNF in the same corner.
Oh, EXO is into the pits. I do
EXO's
apologize
going
to cut you up. Exo is in, which releases...
And so's Grimmy.
Grimmy's in. Grimmy's in.
Can GJ Dizzle make a good enough run ahead now to try and gain some pace? Parker is obviously back in front of Grimmy right now. This is going to be interesting.
It certainly is. We were debating what strategy Grimmy was going to go for. He has the pace, we know that. And now he's on fresh rubber again. Be interested to see what pace he's going to set and how quickly he can try and close down the two drivers in front of him on 10 lap old inters.
Grimmy, fix my stream, please. It's buffering again. But yeah, like, I'm just reading through the chat right now. TTM Rally says, sorry lads, but I couldn't go any more tonight. After all this S word, I did, I go to my boiling point, and I didn't have the desire to go on. It's alright, buddy, you gave us a fantastic race up to that point. AMG Reckless goes, I know that feeling, mate, I have a beer and chill. And then TTM Rally goes, did anyone else have insanely high tyre wear? And I think that's fair enough. And TTM Rally says, I was losing the car everywhere, and first set of inters was just horrible. He was 75% after 14 laps. I think that could be down to a setup there, buddy. Especially the fact that we had safety car
Andrew,
running.
as much as I am enjoying this fantastic race, I have just had a personal situation just arise, so I'm afraid you are going to have to finish this race off without me.
All right, lad. I will let you carry on. Thank you very much for joining me tonight, Matty. We'll have a chat after the race. And
my pleasure. Yeah. I do apologise, everybody, but it is an unavoidable situation. I will let league admins know why in as soon as I possibly can.
Have a good one, buddy. Thank you for joining me. That was Matt Valander, everybody, joining me tonight. Go and make sure you give him a follow on Instagram, and you can give myself a follow at AndrewGatton1 as well. Sorry, not Instagram. You can follow him on Instagram, but you can also find him on Twitter as well. Twitter, I'm there as well, so you can join us there. We do our own personal streams. We have a little bit of fun. He's one of my best mates of all time, so yeah. I do apologize about the stream, guys. I don't know what is going on with the quality right now, but I'm going to try and give you guys the best quality I possibly can. If you just give me a second, I'm going to try and adjust it. I don't know what's going on. I think my sister's decided to do the 2 laptop strat again, where she wants to ruin my life. But we will, we'll just go to a quick intermission. I'll give you guys a rundown. As it goes down, I'm just going to quickly try and fix the console companion app. It's having a bit of a fit with me tonight. But yeah, the racing right now, GJ Dizzle is up ahead. Grimmy is 1.5 behind. Grimmy's just chasing down right now. 1.3, 1.2, 1.1. It's just, yeah. GJ Dizzle's going to be caught this lap, and hopefully I can get the companion app to behave while we go through all this stuff. But guys, if you haven't already, make sure to follow the SNRC and Tuesday Night Race Club chat like we have here, and you also got the Wednesday Night Race Club and Thursday Night Race Club that you can join in on too. I'm just waiting for a few different things to fix itself, and I'm going to stream it again, and hopefully we can get it working. It looks a little bit cleaner now, so I will just quickly change the screen over for you guys so you can actually see the racing that's going on, as Grimmy is all over the back of GJ Dizzle already. Oh my lord, this is just hotting up. We've only got about 7 laps left of running here, and yeah, we've definitely seen it all. And I don't know what's going on with my companion app again. It's not actually sharing the stream. So if you guys give me a second, I'm gonna quickly adjust that. My OBS is just having a fit tonight, it seems. There it is. It's back. We've got the racing back. As there we go. Grimmy is literally right there. He's right there. GJ Dizzle is under so much pressure right now. We've got about 6 laps of racing to go. 6 laps roughly. And we're going to have, right now, Grimmy 9702 probably chase down Mr. GJ Dizzle into the corner. Oh, he's let him past. Either that or he's made a mistake. I think that was a let past. Which might have been the smarter move there from GJ Dizzle. He didn't want to lose the car anywhere. And that's Smithy up into P3. He's caught Exo. He's caught Exo and he's back up into P3. I didn't notice that. So Smithy, for what could have been a very disastrous race from him, he's turned it around and he could have a podium here. As Grimmy's teammate Parker at the back there is going to be sitting behind pretty much Bird right now. Bird went in for some fresh rubber not too long ago, and Parker did as well. So these guys are going to be going to the end of the race. It's still raining here at the circuit in Zaandvoort as we now run down. Lord Rukas is struggling right now, really struggling to keep pace, but he is going to have points for the Renault team here. I think that'll be some of the first points that Renault have scored this season. But Parker's just been very tentative with the car today, not doing too many shift changes or anything like that, just trying to bring the car home is probably his priority right now, because that will be that Red Bull get a massive point haul today as they bring their cars home. I am obviously your host, Andrew Gatton. I'm here every Sunday with Sunday Night Race Club Champions League Division. Obviously, I was joined by Matty Valander, but he has had to disappear quickly to go and deal with something in his life. And yes, we will definitely catch up with him again next week, as I'm sure he won't want to miss the next race. Right now, Grimmy is already 3.2 seconds up. Smithy right now is trying to catch the back of GJ Dizzle, and that could be a battle for P2 very soon. But we'll keep an eye out for that. But Exo, P4 today, is going to be his best ever finish right now in the Champions League. Exo obviously putting himself into the Champions League at the start of the season around Interlagos. He had an alright race, started from pretty much last and brought the car home very well from him, and so did Bird. Both those cars doing wonders today around Zaandvoort. Bird having 2 punctures in the same site as well, and he's trying to take that car home, and he's currently P5. So for him, that recovery drive has been very good, and he is bringing the car into contention. As the race starts to wind down, we've got about 5 laps of running left to go, as we see Parker down there as he's trying to chase down Bird now. We'll bring a whole lap actually with Parker right now to see how he's doing on board with him. Hopefully no commentator's curse for him. He's just trying to avoid all the curbs, as I think that's not a good idea when it's this wet. I think a few of the drivers were hoping that it would dry up towards the end of the race, but it just doesn't look like it's going to do that. I can't see anybody coming in for dry tyres. Too much spray, it's really wet out there, so hopefully all the drivers that we've got right now are going to finish the race. Right now, Parker is only 0.5 behind Bird. Bird just trying to bring the car home. He's under pressure from Parker right now. The sister team Red Bull in front of him isn't going to give that place back very easily. Comes round into sector 3 now. Let's see how he manages to control the car. This has been awesome today. Everybody at Sunday Night Race Club is just a very supportive community, and it's been awesome to see everybody drive around and bring everything home for us. As now Parker he's not managed to make too much time up on Bird last lap. I think Bird just trying to get away as Parker's using all of his ERS to try and catch him, so it's going to be a very hard one. He's really understeering now. He's not got old rubber on, so the only car right now that's on old rubber is GJ Dizzle, as he's got the glitch where the car is just going to constantly rev up through the gears. But Smithy, probably the man of the hour right now, is back up into P3 after having a horrendous few laps near this mid of the race. Problem after problem for him, and he's really full lock around that corner trying to slide the car in. His Exo right now is just trying to keep his car, Bird, really high gears through there to try and keep the car stable. Oh my god. So yeah, since I don't have Matty, we're not going to do post-race tonight. Oh, DRS! We've got DRS, but nobody's going to be able to use it. But that means the race director's just turned it on. It must be dry enough on the dry line now to be able to use it. Even though it doesn't look like there's a dry line, there definitely is something forming. As there he is, Parker's going into the pits. I wonder if he's going to switch to dry tyres. It would be a very silly move. He's going to go on to softs, This could be interesting. If he manages to make this work in this wet weather for the final few laps, you know, 3 laps to go, and Lord Rukaz is coming in for a fresh set as well. The fact that DRS is enabled might have just been a giveaway for him to just come out and drive. There he goes. He disengages pit limiter, blasts that car out of the pit exit. He's controlling the car, so a bit of understeer through there as well. So we've got a bit of a battle now for P2, as it does look like Smithy is on a position right now to bring the car home. As he's got DRS, he's really all over the back of GJ Dizzle. This could be a podium for GJ Dizzle. His first podium in the Champions League. Is it going to be under these conditions though? Are we going to see any changes as we come into the final 2 laps of racing here at Zaandvoort? Smithy's just he's gonna have DRS. As there we go. It does look like GJ Dizzle, he could have just stayed out on the inters, but he's gone in as quite an interesting strategy call. He knows he is on old tires, so he is just going to change onto some softs and come out onto the final part of the race. But EXO, right now, could be on first podium in the Champions League as well. As obviously TTM Rally didn't finish, nor did AMG Reckless, which is very unfortunate. As we're seeing the racing unfold, Smithy still 12 seconds behind Grimmy, so it's going to be very difficult for him to catch. Grimmy, right now, is in a position where he is just going to win this miles ahead, and there we go. The lagging starts. I love that. Thank you. Thank you. I really love this. Final few laps of the race. You could have waited till after, but you didn't. You guys just bear with me for 2 seconds. We'll get that sorted. Seems like my connection today hasn't been the best. So I'm just gonna, I think I might just disconnect the Xbox from what I'm seeing right now. And I think a reconnection might be the best idea. And we've got 3 cars on soft rubber at the moment, and we've still got the connection issue. I'm just going to keep the race running to the end since we're so close. I hope you guys don't mind. Hopefully it clears up a little bit. And it's doing a glitch. I flipping love this. We're just waiting for everything to get moving again. GJ Dizzle, there's about 4-second gap between 3rd, 4th and 5th. In between each of them, there's about 4 seconds. As GJ Dizzle is trying to catch up to Bird right now, maybe for that P4 slot. There we go. We've got the racing back up for you guys. We'll just watch it to the end and hope that we see something. But there we go. I think we're going to see Grimmy cross the line any minute now. What a fantastic, glorious win from him. He is going to take the win right now. Fantastic work from him. There he is. Crosses the line. P1. We're going to see Smithy cross the line any minute now. Smithy bringing the car home into P2. What a fantastic recovery drive from him. He definitely deserves driver of the day for that recovery. And EXO across the line in 3rd for his first podium. GJ Dizzle goes a 1:17.6 to round off the day. Bird finishes in 4th. That's a good point haul for Alpha Tauri. GJ Dizzle finishes off in P5. And Lord Rukaz will cross the line any minute. Parker in 6th. And our final of the finishers today goes to Lord Rukaz for a fantastic drive as well from him to keep the car on the track. GJ Dizzle gets driver of the day from the game, which I think is a very fitting end to the racing tonight. What a fantastic drive from everybody, as I'm just waiting for everything to square itself out for the post-race stuff. There he is, the man of the hour, Mr. Grimmy, taking his podium. taking his first place. There's Smithy in second. And there in third is the man known as EXO. So 1, 2, 3 SNRC podium tonight. And it was very well deserved from all the drivers. I would like to say very well done to all of everybody that took part, even the people that didn't finish. It was a war of attrition out there. And there we go. Grimmy in P1. Smithy takes P2. EXO in P3. Bird in P4. GJ Dizzle in P5. Parker in P6. And Lord Requaz finishes in P7. Once again, I've been your host, Andrew Gatton, and what a fantastic race we've had tonight. It's going to go down in history. It's probably one of the best races we've seen on SNRC. Obviously as well, GJ Dizzle getting fastest lap there towards the end for that extra point in the championship. Again, I've been your host, Andrew Gatton, and I'm going to play myself out now. Enjoy.